Hi everybody, this is Dale. Welcome to my channel, Not Too Shabby Chic. Thanks for joining me today, or tonight, I should say. I have several things I want to share with you, but I think I'm going to split them up into two, maybe three different videos. So this one will post first, and I want to share a new journal that I just finished. It's the smallest and least embellished one I've ever done, but I have to say it is by far one of my favorites. I love, as most of you know if you've been on my channel very long, I love the grungy junky look, I guess I would say, and this one is truly grungy and junky, which is near and dear to my heart. So without further ado, I want to share it with you. Here it is, and if I can remember who I got the idea from on using the bingo card for the cover, I will link her below, because I watched her and she shared the tabbed method for binding the journal and no sewing, and I love it. I think it looks really cool. There have been 2 or 3 people. Wendy's Journal Adventure did one. I watched her as well as this other lady, and one that Wendy linked in her video. Her name is Susie something. I can't recall the last name, and I watched her. But there were, in any case, 3 different ones, and I will try again to link it below. But in any case, I wanted to share this with you. So I've used a Tim Holtz People on the front. These are 3 ladies. I tried to make it look like they were like sitting on the box, as you can see. And this is off of a piece of trim that I got at Joann's. This is a vintage button here, and my tab covered up my B on the bingo, and my lace covered up the O, so I got some Tim Holtz letters and put those there. So I thought actually that was a cool mistake that turned out pretty good. And these are vintage buttons. This is some vintage trim off of an Indian sari silk that is here. Piece of vintage trim here. No, I take that back. This is not vintage. I believe I got this at Joann's. Rather inexpensive. And then, of course, I coffee dyed it. And then I added stain and coffee all over. This is cheesecloth. I used canvas for my tabs. I keep getting out of frame. So anyway, that's the cover. So let's go inside. Most of these are vintagey type things. This is vintage. It's from a music book, and it's a certificate of merit for first grade piano book, but it wasn't ever signed. That person never got that far. It'd be like me when I took piano. But anyway, I thought that was cool, and whoever gets it could fill in their name if they wanted, and it's just a cool thing. This page, I decided to add some coffee dyed lace here, just for extra effect. This is an old rusty key, and this is some fabric snippet material that I did on top of some cheesecloth, and this is as well. And then these are some of my letters that I will eventually post in my Etsy shop. I haven't gotten those ready just yet, but I just typed several phrases that I liked. This one says, figure it out. And then with the key, I liked that and thought they went together, because you figure it out by taking the key and unlocking the door, or unlocking whatever it is. This is a glassine bag that I put 3 tags in. These are from my digital kit from my original mixed media art called Grungy Goodness that I did and sewed around and inked the back of each one. This is a tall skinny one, and a wide one. I like the big tags. I just think they're cool. Fat and wide, like me. Well, That's subject to opinion, I guess. I'm fatter and whiter than I used to be. How about that? But I'm not going to stay this way because I am going to the gym and I just got a little out of hand for a little while. Anyway, let's go. On this side, you can see the coffee splatters. This is a piece of vintage doily and a vintage button. And then this big safety pin without the bail, I used alcohol ink and dyed it black. And I just stuck that there because I like the grungy look. This I used, you've got the tabs, but I put some masking tape over right here and here. And this is a little stamp that I got. It says, God loves you. And he does. And I'm so glad he does. And then these trims were off of a valance that I got. And I cut them off. And I think they're so cute. So they're kind of every few pages. I did a little stenciling here on purpose. It looks like things are spilled. Let me see if I can turn this off, if that'll help. Yeah. So it looks like I spilt stuff there, but I actually did that on purpose. And put some more masking tape. This is masking tape and the drywall tape. It looks like netting or whatever. Right here. And this is from Graphics Fairy. The back of that page was plain, and I coffee dyed it and added some S&H green stamps. Some more masking tape and drywall tape. This is stenciling with my coffee dyed paper that I did. Some more stenciling, and this is weird because the color of the Distress Oxide I used was Vintage Photo, and it came out green on this coffee dyed paper. Kind of strange, I thought. The drywall tape, and I put a couple of stamps, fake stamps there. This is a negative that I had with nothing behind it, and I took a Tim Holtz image, and I don't know if you'll be able to see it very well. In person you can, but it's a lady, like, so that it looked like a negative with a picture of, and it's a woman, a bust of a woman. And then these are vintage buttons. These are little glue dot vintage looking things that I bought from Tuesday morning, I believe. Some more tags from my Grungy Goodness set that I fussy cut out. And then there's journaling spot there, and I folded the page up and put the drywall tape to reinforce it. And this was those little circles, page hole reinforcers, and it was really old, and I kept the tape, this part that the circles come off of, and it's aged naturally, and I just stuck it on there because I saved it because I liked it. And then here's S&H green stamps. And I did some stenciling here. This is coffee dyed paper I did. Here's some more stenciling. And then there's a bumblebee stamp I got from RedLead Stamps. They have great stamps. I'll try to remember and link that below. But if I don't, RedLead, RedLead.com. They're two sisters that do this website. And they have the most amazing rubber stamps and stencils. And I love all their stuff. Here's some more just stenciling on coffee dyed paper. This is just some coffee dyed lined paper. There's a vintage flashcard that I stenciled on. Put that Tim Holtz dress form there. So it looks like on vellum. So that is. Here's another little collage with a negative, a safety pin, a vintage button, some cheesecloth. Plain, and this is from Sheila Gingrich, Boho Daydreams trim that I got from her. Here's a stencil I got from Dreamz Etc. It's like a page border. This is a piece of cardboard with a Tim Holtz little paper dolls. And a couple of my little stamps from my Grungy Goodness kit. with some Sorry Silk. This one has some eyelash trim. And all of these are stitched. I just thought that turned out really cute. This is a vintage cross stitch pattern page, and I just stuck that in there, and of course made a tab out of the cardboard. Well, that was kind of cute. And some more of that trim. Here's some jute, I call it, or burlap like trim with the gold in the middle. I just put on the edge of this page with S&H green stamps on some vintage lined paper I coffee dyed. The other side of that, and then I made this little ruffle with some burlap and lace. I put the lace here. This is the back of the green S&H green stamp book. One of the pages off of it, and I just glued it down to the back. You got stamps. And on the back, the trim that matches the front. But I put this bumblebee is from My Porch Prints. This is from Insistent Dogs, I think. I can't remember exactly, but I'll try to link it below. But it's a set of labels and words and what have you that they printed onto cotton fabric, muslin, and then you can peel it off and cut it out, and I thought it was cute. And this one is crookedness, contortionist, and summer solstice, but I like the crookedness part. And then this was a piece of paper out of a designer paperback. I don't remember which one it was, but so that's my little grungy journal, and I just am in love with it and plan on making some more. So I hope you guys like it, and if you do, please hit the like button and subscribe if you haven't. I will link below my Etsy shop where I will list this. However, if you are interested in this and private message me, you can purchase it before I list it if you'd like, and I'll get your information. You can private message me to Dale McBay, and I'll get back to you. So if not, it will be in my Etsy store. So have a great evening. If you're watching at night, if you're watching it whatever time you're watching it, just make it a good day, and stay safe and know you are loved. And I love you all and appreciate you so much. So thank you so very much. Bye-bye.